Good morning, YouTube. This is your boy, Hairless Turtle. And today we're going to be talking about pride and what can pride do and how dangerous pride is. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, today we're talking about pride, and I'm in the park. Lovely day. But we're not here about talking about the park. We're here to talk about what is pride. Well, pride, if you look it up, it's a deep feeling or a desire of one's achievements. This is basically, if you want to sum it up, it's emotions, it's feelings. And the reason why we're going to talk about this is because pride is a big problem of our everyday life. Matter of fact, pride is the number one thing that's destroying our world. And why do I say that? Because pride brings in a lot of things. It brings in strife, it brings in ego, it brings in a lot of sinful and evil, wicked stuff. Now, you're saying that I cannot have pride in my life? You can't have pride? No, you cannot have pride as much, because when you have so much pride, you become a person where it's all about you. Have you ever seen the females or the men who are, whenever they achieve something, they always say, look what I've done, look what I've done, even though they had a group of teammates behind them? Yeah, that's a sign of pride. Pride is a feeling deep down of who you are may feel. It could become anger, it could become strife, it could become malice, it could become sadness, it could become something. It is a feeling. So with that feeling could generate into any sin that you name, any of the 7 sins. It could generate into that. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that. But I'm going to drop some Bible scriptures at the end of this. At the end of this video. Therefore, you can actually see how dangerous pride is. We see pride take over our family members, our friends, and even ourselves. But there's one enemy that pride hates, and pride does not like this enemy, and that's called humbleness. Everybody in this world have pride or have had a sign of pride in their life in a period of time. So now, how do you get rid of that? How do you get rid of pride? Well, it's simple. You have to become humble. And so when you allow God to work in you to become humble, things change. Things take a big toll. Now, I remember this one cat. He went to my school. This guy, he was hitting on every type of woman. And every time you look up, this dude was everywhere with a different woman. Every second that he didn't have no chill. He say he'll go to class, he ain't going to class. This dude will be everywhere, I kid you not, with females. And so one day we decided to pull him over, and we wanted to talk to him about his problems. And we told him, hey man, it's getting bad what you're doing. You're running, you're chasing behind women. We're chasing behind women so much. And the first thing the guy got to his pride, and he said, no, I'm not chasing behind women, they're chasing behind me. And that's a lie, because people will see that. People will eventually see that stuff. And the number one thing what people do when they have pride that kicks in is that they're going to hop into one of the 7 sins. They're going to hop into one of them. Or maybe they may consume all of them at once. And that's a dangerous fella. Anywhere it goes, that person's dangerous. If they're prideful, they're going to eventually lie. No, babe, I didn't cheat on you. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. Or, honey, I didn't steal from you. That's pride. They're not going to admit it, because of why? They have a deep feeling of what they desire. And so whenever you look at the Bible talks about pride. Wherever pride comes from, destruction follows behind it. And so that'll sum up that whole entire thing that I'm informing you guys about. Pride is the biggest weapon that the devil uses. Because see, when you as a child, when you start off as walking, talking, doing your ABCs, you start achieving things in life, as we say. And then eventually you start believing that you are the only one. It is all around you. It's centered around you. And that's not the case. Have you ever seen it where people, they being so much in competition where they don't mind even breaking the rules and hurting other people? They don't mind taking getting advantage over somebody else. They don't mind in destroying somebody else's spirit mentally or physically. They don't mind that because of why? Their pride. Their pride is all about, hey, it's all about me. I need to win this. I need to be the one who's gonna come on top. And if I can't become the one who come on top, then I'm gonna what? Yeah, I'm gonna do some destruction. I'm gonna do some planning and plotting. And as people, you don't want to be like that. As a child of God, you don't want to be that type of person. Definitely a child of God. We see that all in our life, that people have this pride. And pride comes, then you have ego. And we'll talk about ego some other time. But right now, pride is the main root of all the sins. If you get rid of pride, you get rid of a lot of stuff. You get rid of everything else. Pride is something that is going to be in your life, in everybody's life. It was in my life. And it'll come up here and there because it is part of sin. But how do you get rid of that? You have to become humble. You have to go through some things. All right, guys. This is your guy, Hairless Turtle. He's signing out. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share underneath the bottom what you think about pride and if it affected your life. And if you know anybody that's affecting their life, inform them about this. Maybe this video can help them.